Now, for what's tipping the scales of justice, convicted killer Scott Peterson will appear in court by Zoom next week, as a judge has granted the March 12th status hearing after the Los Angeles Innocence Project announced that it will be representing Peterson. They believe that his state and federal constitutional rights were violated. Peterson, you'll recall, was convicted of the 2002 murder of his wife, Laci, and their unborn son, Connor. Let's listen back to what Peterson said in court then.
Is that correct, Mr. Peterson? You're pleading not guilty to the two charges of murder plus the special, denying the special allegations?
Absolutely. That's correct, Your Honor. I'm innocent.
Now, Peterson is currently serving a life sentence as his death penalty conviction was overturned. Now, focusing on this new effort by the LA Innocence Project, we're wondering, will their efforts tip the scales and lead to Scott Peterson being a free man? Let's bring in our guest and talk about it. She's a practicing criminal defense and civil rights attorney, Casey Early, still with us. Okay, Casey, so the LA Innocence Project, some are saying that this is a really big deal for them to take on a case and for them to get behind it. It must mean there's something there, that there was some stone that was, left unturned by investigators. I'd like to get your thoughts on generally what it means, what kind of clout they may be bringing to Peterson's case.
Julie, ultimately, his constitutional rights were violated. So if there is any exculpatory evidence that can exonerate him that they see, then it's worth going after. And in this case, that exculpatory evidence is DNA evidence. And 20 years ago, I was in college. And so we know that technology has advanced. Testing of DNA has advanced. So if there's a possibility that some DNA or blood splatter that was found, let's say on the mattress or anywhere, exonerates him, then it's worth giving him a new trial and or a complete dismissal of this case. It's unfortunate because he was not a likable character. I mean, he cheated on his wife. He had an extramarital affair. And then, of course, Laci was pregnant, and we know what occurred with her unborn child. So we understand that I don't believe that the Innocence Project would take on this case unless they truly believe that his due process was violated and that he's entitled to a second look.
Yeah, great points, Casey. I'm glad you mentioned the infidelity because we know Scott Peterson was cheating. He had a girlfriend named Amber Fry who had no idea that he was married or had a baby on the way. We've got a clip from her now.
I know that all this has been obviously very disruptive.
Yes.
But also, I don't know how financially it is for you. And do you need help with, paying for your office or rent or anything like that?
Well, I couldn't ask anybody to help me or what, so...
I'd like to, if you need it. Okay, so you tell me if you do, all right? Tell me if you do.
Okay.
The other thing, it's your birthday Monday.
Yep.
I wanted to make it so special for you, but... I can't do a lot, but if you want to go away, for a couple days or something, I'd like to take care of it for you. If there's some resort you want to go to, don't tell me where. I'll just, get you the funds to take care of it.
Okay.
Okay. I can imagine you could use a few days somewhere else.
Understatement.
Yeah, understatement of the year maybe, huh? Understatement of the year, huh?
Yes.
Yeah. So I'd like to do that for you if you want to. I know you have plans on Monday, but anytime, let me know.
Okay.
Those are kind of the cold things I wanted to ask you.
Cold?
Yeah, and then I just need to tell you how much I care about you. I desire so much to be, for the rest of our lives, your best friend, your biggest comfort, the second most joy in your life. I want to be those things so bad for you.
What a scumbag, right? He starts seeing this woman a month before his wife and unborn son turn up dead. And he doesn't tell this woman that he is a married man with a child on the way. That being said, Casey, as you pointed out so astutely, there may have been a constitutional rights violation. So even if he is a filthy, rotten, cheating husband, he may deserve a new trial, huh?
Yeah, but I've always had my theories about this case. I do believe he had involvement. And, you know, from that conversation that he was having with Amber, you can hear that he thinks that money is the solution. He, in the midst of his wife being missing and his unborn child, he's offering to take her to this resort and, you know, anywhere she wants to go. So there was a possibility that he could have paid someone to kill Laci. I do believe that he had involvement. He may not have been the trigger man. He may not have been the one to dispose of the body. Therefore, he is still culpable for what occurred, but just may not have been the one who committed the murder. So if there is anyone else that had involvement, yes, look into it further, test the DNA, find out if there's any other suspects to bring them to justice for Laci as well as her unborn child.